Back like we never left. It's your boys. I'm Big Diesel.
And I'm Coach.
Gave me the white one again. I don't think that's by accident. But anywho, anywho,
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
uh, yeah. So we got another video for you. Back in business.
Back like we never left.
Hey. So today we're going to talk about Super Mario Galaxy. Um,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So,
That's
so
what we're reviewing today.
right, and off off rip, I just want to say we're gonna try not to rehash some of the things that we've already heard about, that you may have already heard on different other review channels. So we're gonna kind of come to you a different way. Um,
Are we?
I am.
Interesting.
Um, so anywho, um, yeah. So basically, Super Mario Galaxy starts off with basically
Rosalina.
yes. Um, Rosalina gets um, is I don't even know who Rosalina is.
She's a princess.
She's a princess like Princess Peach,
Mm-hmm.
which you kind of figure out a little later on. But she basically gets captured by Bowser Jr. Um, so
Yep.
basically, long story short, um, Super Mario and Peach have to go rescue them, her, um,
Mm-hmm.
and basically run into some other characters like Yoshi and other characters. Um,
Correct.
so yeah, first off, I didn't really care for the first one. It was okay, um, but I didn't like it as much as everybody else did. But it was cool. Um, I'll say this. It with that said, this one was way better than. I mean, that one was way better than this one as far as story goes.
Correct.
So I think this was more for just like the people we went with.
Yeah,
Um,
nostalgia. Well, yes, I think it was for like to add on what you're saying for the video game players, those who grew up playing the games. Like there are different various references, and they throw these people here, and like, oh, if you play this, or oh, the dinosaur, or oh, with this and that. It's like,
Yeah, there were several references when it comes to the different games, whether
mm-hmm,
it's like new gen or the older stuff.
mm-hmm,
Like definitely a lot of shout outs that you'll get. But as far as story goes,
yes,
like I feel like this was a very nostalgia bait
mm-hmm,
type movie, which I don't necessarily like. Like, I get some people really do like those kind of movies because it just kind of makes them remember back to the good old days. But at the end of the day, I just kind of want a just a good
yeah,
story, an interesting story. Like you can have all those things, and those are nice, like kind of
mm-hmm,
exciting moments. But at the same time, you know, like it needs to make sense and it needs to be like story wise. It needs to kind of go into and you need to tell it in an interesting way that kind of grabs people.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I was more excited for this because this is Yoshi. Yoshi came
mm-hmm,
back, like is now introduced,
mm-hmm,
and as I heard some people say, the Yoshi backstory was not good. Um, I'm not going to try to trash on this, so I'm going to try to.
yeah,
I'm trying to be honest, but also like not really trash on it too much. Um, but yeah, I just think there was like a Biggie song, which
Yeah.
I get they were in Brooklyn, but it's like I don't know, like it was just a montage instead of just them, you know,
And you could do a
kind.
montage with there still being like actual story elements to it. There was just it was very thin.
Yep,
Like there was very
yep,
little story with any like they're just kind of introducing people, and of course you're gonna do that with kids movies. You're gonna bring in more characters
yep.
that people like, and you're gonna bring all these people together. We
Right.
understand that like they do that in plenty of these movies, but it's just the fact that they weren't even trying to really
Yeah,
tell the
yeah,
story at
yeah.
all. It wasn't like, oh, this is like a bad story or this. It was just like they didn't really care for the story. They were just throwing stuff at
So
you.
somebody made this reference, and you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah,
This felt very, and definitely because of Illumination, very felt very Minions like.
yeah, like everybody's a minion in a sense.
Not like minion as in literal, but a minion from Despicable Me. If you
Mm-hmm.
didn't understand what we were going at, because when you said it, I didn't really get it either. I was like, oh yeah, and then he was talking about Yoshi was a minion and stuff like that. I was like, oh okay,
Yeah,
yeah. So
Yoshi's a minion. Toad's a minion. Bowser Jr.
they're like all just like that concept of I get those things work in the Despicable Me universe, but I don't know. I don't even know how those things work because minions don't really have a vocabulary, really.
They have their own kind of language. They understand each other. They I think to an extent maybe the other people in the universe sort of understand them, but they kind of just exist in their own world and they kind of just do their own thing
And speak
and
kind of gibberish.
gibberish. Yeah.
So I feel like you kind of play a guessing game at what they're saying.
Hmm.
Not saying they talk like that neither, but it's very. Their characters are the same way. There's a dinosaur sequence in it you see in the trailer, and it definitely feels like very out of place.
Yeah.
Um, and I get it. Yoshi is basically a dinosaur too, but it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely references, but I feel like as a cohesive story, it kind of fell flat. I wasn't really feeling it. The people that we went with
Yeah.
actually enjoyed it
Yeah.
more than I did. I
Yeah.
can only speak for me,
Yeah. That would say. Yeah, my friends they came with us when we saw it.
but they're my friends too.
Yeah. So our friends
Our
came and saw
friends,
it.
yeah.
Um, yeah, they came, they saw it, and I think they definitely enjoyed it. Like, I think as video game, players like games that they frequently played, like it was like that good nostalgic feeling for them. Um, I don't think we, I don't think we really discussed the actual story too much, but they kind of just discussed like, oh, this person, Mr. Game and Watch did this,
Spoilers.
or so and so did this, but it's like again, I feel like just the mentioning of the fact that there's a character here, it's like, oh, that's enough for certain people. Like,
Yeah.
or if that's enough that they executed this thing to make it look like the game, or this thing looked like this sort of animation, or we had Star Fox and all this stuff. Like, that's enough for a lot of people. But I think if you're just wanting a story, this isn't the movie for
Right.
you.
And of course we know it's a kids movie. We know that it's not always going to appeal to us in the same way it will appeal to kids.
Yeah.
However, there's a good balance. Let's talk about The Incredibles.
Mm-hmm.
The Incredibles is something I watched as a kid, but I can still watch now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I can still watch it now as a 30-year-old, just kind of like, and I'll get the references I didn't get when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But so I think in that ways you can definitely appeal to certain both the adults and the kids.
Yes.
This I think it was just straight. I don't even think they were trying to appeal to the kids in it.
I think they And a little, I think they were a little bit. I think they were just banking off the fact that the first movie was successful commercially, even though there were some, critics, as there always are. But I guess most people would think that, oh, they would try to course correct or like improve on some of the things from the first movie that were weaker, where it seemed like they more so doubled down and it was like, yeah, we're gonna just forget about story altogether and we're just gonna throw some things at the wall and see what you guys like.
So let's talk about some positives because
Yes,
we kind of went into straight negatives, which I don't like. So let's talk about the positives. I think performance-wise, it was very good. I think the voices you got Brie Larson as Rosalina.
She was great.
I couldn't really tell that was Brie Larson, so that's a good thing. You got
Benny Safdie, Bowser Jr.
He did great. I don't know who that is, but he did great. You had Glenn Powell as Star Fox, and he was really good. But I felt like he was there for us. He was there for plot, and then they didn't really use him much. I feel like if you cut him out, you could probably have used somebody else in that predicament. I think they just wanted to basically set up. Yeah, eventually we're getting to Smash Bros. Especially which was clever, which you alluded to, which when Luigi drew Mr. Game & Watch, that was clever. He was just like, oh, I can't draw, but it's just like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
But I felt like there was several points in the movie where they could have really doubled down, and there are certain situations with Bowser and Bowser Jr., which you could have milked that for a little while, like how Bowser was a terrible father and he tried to redeem himself. There was also several moments where Bowser was trying to be good.
Yes.
And Bowser, there was kind of that tension because Bowser Jr. looked up to him because he was such a bad guy.
Yes.
So it was that Bowser was trying to be good, but also trying to impress, his son.
Yeah.
But then you also got Peach and Rosalina and their little dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Then unfortunately you got this kind of romance thing to where it's pretty much a gag to where Mario is being, what is he? To Peach?
He's being friend zone? I don't know.
Yeah. Like basically he's trying to be like that buddy, but like it's like this situation where she went in for the hug, and then he was kind of awkward with it. Was like, oh, and then it just you could see in Luigi and the other characters' faces that they were like, really, dude? Like, it just came off as kind of like, why are you making Mario like this guy? I think there's a lot more. Luigi wasn't just like a scaredy cat as he was in the first one. And then, of course, Yoshi was cool, but they just didn't really use him great. I feel like. So,
Yeah.
all in all, I think the voice acting was good. The animation with Star Fox was actually pretty good to show that he was from
a distinct different style.
Yeah,
that was cool, actually.
Yeah. I think Glenn Powell is just good. He's been knocking it out of the park lately.
I don't know why people have been saying he's been missing. I'm like missing as far as like the roles he's been. I feel like they haven't not everything has been a hit per se, but it's not because of him. Like I feel like he's always consistently good in what he's been in, and I feel like for the most part I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just
even if the movies are not my cup of tea, he still does a great performance.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. But what you were saying, I do agree as far as like the Bowser Jr. and his dad, like that dynamic. I actually think that was one of the more interesting parts. Like I remember during the movie, those were the parts where I was like paying probably the most attention because it's like, oh, this is actually something character related,
Yep.
not just they're throwing random spectacle stuff at you. Like,
Right.
oh, that's actually interesting. Like him essentially being a deadbeat, but then the son actually looking up to him, almost kind of mythologizing his dad in a way, and him wanting to be like him, but then Bowser actually wanted to be something different, even though that was, you know, how long did that last? But like that was interesting. I was like, because even in the movie, I'm like, yeah, this isn't gonna last with him trying to be good, but we'll see how how that goes because he actually did seem sincere. But all the other stuff, well, maybe not all the other stuff. I felt like the Princess Peach Rosalina thing that could have been played up a little bit more because there is more story there, but it was just like they didn't really want to invest in it. It seemed like, um, but that's the thing. It's like there's potential for more story, and even what you had mentioned before, like about the Incredibles, it made me think about like even comparing this to a movie like the Sonic movies, because those are also
Yep.
video game
Yep.
based.
Yep.
Those have a lot more story. Just making that easy comparison. I'm not saying those are perfect movies by any means, but they're
Right.
fun. They're enjoyable,
Yeah.
and they're also for kids. But then people who play, the Sonic games would also probably still enjoy them. But at the end of the day, it's still like, oh, this is something that you know multiple people can enjoy, and there's still a solid narrative behind it.
Yeah. And then my favorite parts of the first one was the Luma,
The star.
the star, man.
Yeah.
And he wasn't.
They-
Spoiler
they had-
alert!
they
He
had-
wasn't even.
He
they-
wasn't he?
Nah,
Not
he
that,
was-
talking about that one specifically,
that specific one, man.
or was he in jail? Not jail. Was he?
No, he was. So I don't know where he was, but he only popped up in that end credit.
Okay.
But of course, there was other Lunas, because of course Rosalina is like, what's her power? Like she makes them or something, or she just watches over them.
They're kids or something. I don't know.
Something like that. I see. They could have dove into that a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So long story short, I feel like there can be some fun, cause what did we see? The drama. We saw
Yeah.
the drama, and then so this was a good palate cleanser. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It was a good palate cleanser.
If you want to just turn your brain off, I feel like that's
This
type
is
of
a
movie.
good. If you're just going through a stressful day, Super Mario Brothers Galaxy was great, like in that sense. But if you want just a good kind of something more than just something deeper, then this is not the movie for you. But
Yeah. If you want something to put on for your kids in the background while they're yelling, that's what this is.
yeah. So all in all, I think it was cool. I just need a little bit more. Yeah, just come a little harder, man. Don't act like, stop doing what you're doing with the minions, because these are two totally different things.
For sure.
Like the people who are coming for Super Mario Brothers want more than just another rendition of Minions.
Correct.
But yeah, so all in all, what's our rating?
You go first.
2.
Oh, we're finally on the same page. Crazy. Yeah.
Womp.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see myself seeing this again. I don't need to see it again. It was cool for the first time.
Yeah.
But if it was on TV, I'd have it. I'll have it on.
Yeah.
So Anyways, post your comments down below. Let us know what y'all think about it and what y'all want them to do. It might be a while till they get to straight up Super Smash Brothers. Um, there is the Link, the Zelda movie, but it's live action
Yeah.
and by
I
a
don't know how I
different
feel about that.
and by a different person
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, it might have been cooler as a cartoon animation.
It just feels like it should be animation.
Yeah.
But
So
we'll see.
see. We'll see.
We'll see.
And yeah. Let us know in the comments what other videos we want to do. Summer's coming up, so we're gonna have to, try to see what else we're gonna do on the list.
Yep. See what else is. It's a lot of TV shows out now. It's a lot out right now.
Yep.
So let us know what we should review.
Yeah. And please like, share, subscribe, post on the comments. And yeah. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one.
See you next time, y'all.
God bless.